Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jay Costa here for Fans Only Sports Network. I'm alongside my partner Tim Yeen, and we've got a great one here today, Tim. North Kingston versus West Warwick EWG.
Yeah, big one for the co-op here at home. Winless on the regular season thus far. A win here against the top team in Division 2. Going to be very crucial for gaining that momentum and hopefully creating a season turnaround, Jay.
Already we've got some really good action here. It's North Kingston on the attack right away, moving down from Division 1 early this year. And a lot of good pressure coming forward from them. It's in the neutral zone. It's North Kingston. Swinging it around the back, finds the 15 of Reynolds. Reynolds plays it forward into the neutral zone. Shot there, goes wide left from the 37 of Andelman. In the neutral zone, picked up by the 6. That's Anderson. Anderson up to the 27, the 37, Andelman. And it goes back into the trapezoid, picked up by the 17 of Van Gordon. Kept across the blue line by Jarbo. North Kingston countering through the neutral zone. Shot there, goes wide. Shot in front of the net, no good from the 15 of Morissette. And excuse me, that was the 15 of Reynolds. That was Morissette, who just got taken down in the neutral zone. And a penalty for a power play for West Warwick EWG.
Looks like that Stephen Mbai in there for that penalty. Sets up a 5-on-4 for the co-op here, the Night Wizards. And for them, it's just about keeping it close. They've been far down behind throughout most of the season thus far. Just playing close, could really help here.
Shot there, parried wide from the goaltender Mathis. Still battling in the defensive zone. Played forward from the 11 of Holmes. Holmes up to the 16, and a big hit from Campbell Fahey. Plays it back. It's the 17 of Van Gordon. Van Gordon plays it forward. Has the 16. It's Fahey. Fahey across the line. Rips one over the net. Keeping it behind the blue line. That's Fahey again. And played through the neutral zone. Mathis will not call for an icing, and it's Van Gordon with it. Van Gordon turns behind the net now. Plays it forward. Van Gordon finds a man in the neutral zone. That's Fahey. Fahey rips one wide right. And this one goes all the way back to the trapezoid, gathered up by Devin Holmes. Holmes switches the ice. Hit along the boards and keeps it going forward was the 19 of Gately. We'll play it across. It's the 6 of Hornstein. Shot no good wide. McGowan plays it out. And that one cleared from North Kingston. It's the 44 of, the 44 of Landy. Cleared away. Kept over the blue line by the 4 of Coleman. Coleman rips one high. Reynolds will knock that one into the stands.
So 11 seconds left in this power play, and for North Kingstown, they've done a very good job at keeping it out of their ice. Even had some attack opportunities, short-handed, and even with Mbai in the net. It's been a pretty solid night so far, all ready for the Skippers. They haven't even scored yet.
11 to go on this power play. That's with the 5 of Jarbo. Plays it forward, looking for Venditti. Venditti in the neutral zone. And loses it along the blue line. That's with the 19 of Gately. Gately taking it himself. Can't get by a defender. Big hit on the boards, and Blue goes down. Fahey loses the puck. It's with Coppola. Shot there, deflected away from Lacombe. That was Van Gordon who kept it across the blue line, then gets dispossessed, knocked all the way back, picked up by Devin Holmes. Holmes gets by one. He's in the neutral zone. Rips one and picked up by Lacombe.
Holmes very good on the skates there. 0-2-2 on the season. 2 points for him. And overall, another solid opportunity there by Holmes for North Kingston to find some space and create space to get that shot off. But good save by the goalie, Brady Lacombe, starting in net for West Warwick, Exeter West Greenwich.
Was a whistle blown there. It'll be another face-off here, Tim, right in the neutral zone. What have you liked so far about this game?
So far, the Skippers have a lot to, bring to the table. But, West Warwick, Exeter West Greenwich, again, they're holding on in there. But, it's just a matter of creating offensive opportunities by playing a great defense on the defensive third. 2 shots there will go wide, and that'll be picked back up by the co-op.
And possession comes back to West Warwick EWG as we had a little bit of a microphone issue. It felt like I had to double check how it sounded. And we're back here. Swings it across to the 15. That's Reynolds. Reynolds plays it up. Looking forward for the 7 of Green. Green couldn't keep it at his stick. Back to Reynolds. Reynolds up to Coleman. Coleman will clear. Picked back up from the 22 of Schulte. Shot there from Reynolds goes wide. And cleared over the blue line. They'll wave off and offsides. With the 37 now, that's Andelman. Andelman along the boards has the 15 of Morissette. Morissette will play it forward. Picked up by North Kingston in the neutral zone. It's Hornstein. Hornstein playing forward. Had him by. It's Gately. Plays it up. Hornstein can't finish. Finds Van Gordon. Chuck Van Gordon dispossessed as well. Swings it away to Holmes. Holmes has it. Holmes back over to Van Gordon. Hornstein up to the 19 of Gately. Gately with it. Turns. Swings it back to the blue line, and not able to keep it across was the defenseman Devin Holmes. Holmes plays it forward. Has his man Mbai. Steve Mbai can't do anything with it there. And a big hit in center ice. And Stephen Mbai will make his way back to the penalty box for the second time today.
Mbai looked like a sort of trip there against Nick Coppola. And refs are quick to call on that one. There's going to be another opportunity for the Night Wizards to make some offensive opportunities there. Failed the last time around with Mbai inside the box.
It'll be Andelman. He'll get things going here. He plays it forward. Kept over the blue line. It's the 6 of Anderson. Back around the net. It's the 17 of Powell. Powell got it back to the 5. That's Logan Jarbeau before it's knocked off of a North Kingston defenseman and into the bench. Be a face-off here in the attacking zone of the Night Wizards.
Ripe opportunity here for the Night Wizards. Make sure you're playing inside. I noticed North Kingston keeping them at the boards. That's where you'll see plenty of scrums. And here's a wide open opportunity.
Shot goes high and into the netting. That came off the stick of Cam Morissette.
Yeah, and just like that, win the puck battles on the outside, push it back to center, get those good look opportunities here. Don't let the Skippers burn time by wasting your time on these scrums at the boards. And I really like that play here. Hopefully would like to see more from this winless squad.
That puck cleared there by North Kingston. It's Lacombe who drops it off behind the net for Jarbeau. That's Andelman. Back to Jarbeau. Andelman with it in the trapezoid by himself. Loses the puck, and some pressure by Fahey almost took it away from him. It's with Morissette now. Morissette by himself. Morissette gets by 2. Morissette loses it in the trapezoid before knocking someone down as well. It's back up to Andelman. Andelman from the circle, shot tipped up and away. And a big clearance, and Lacombe able to knock it aside and picked up by Andelman for the reset. Swung back from Jarbeau to Andelman again. Back up looking for the 6 of Hayden Anderson. Anderson battling in the neutral zone with Van Gordon and eventually knocked away, and Lacombe has to use his pad once again. It's the 8 of Maxwell in front of the goal, a shot by Green, and a great save there by Lacombe.
Yeah, and 8 seconds ago, shorthand opportunity for the Skippers there. Stopped in time by Lacombe, able to read it. The Skippers there had some open space, but Lacombe just able to read that pretty well.
Right in front of the net, and another pass in front, looking for Maxwell from Green, won't go. Back behind the net, it's the 7 of Green. Green from the blue line. Has the 11, that's Holmes. Devin Holmes rips one, goes wide left. Maxwell. Couldn't get it away from his stick. He's got it now again off of a deflection. Maxwell's shot goes high and over. Behind the net, Green tries to wrap around, loses the puck and gets it back again. Rips one, couldn't get it. That's the 18 of Malagaya, and it's cleared. It's back, and an icing is the call, and a little bit of a traffic jam down in the neutral zone as the 8 of Bonelli collides with the 8 of Maxwell.
West Warwick, good defense there, able to stop some shots there, but they're playing just a little bit too close on the outside to each of the Skippers there, and from one play near the boards that can allow for some breakaway opportunities for a Skipper to get wide open and try a free shot there. You just got to watch out. Just play a little less of that press defense for the co-op there.
No doubt, Tim. It's going to be really important for both teams to remember those things in order to pull out this one. A great win it would be for West Warwick if they can pull it off, beating one of the top 5 teams in Division 2. In the neutral zone, it's dispossessed. That was the captain. Could not get it off his stick. Now it's the 16. A shot goes wide. That was Campbell Fahey. Fahey against the boards. Plays it up for the 20 of Brew. Brew has it behind the net. Looking in front, can't find anyone. Fahey with it, loses it. Counter-attacking play by the Wizard Knights. And dispossessed there. It'll be up to Brew. Brew playing with it behind the net. Couldn't get rid of it in time. It's Morissette. Morissette, a huge player for this Knight Wizard team. Rips one, goes wide. It's Jarbeau. Jarbeau was shot, deflected around, and no good. Up to Gately. Gately with it. Gately gets by one, can't get by another. It's Andelman for cleanup. Malagaya shoots one, no good. Gately can't convert. Through the neutral zone, and it'll be an icing here.
Player want to highlight right now, Cam Morissette, 4 goals on the year, 5 points total. Already pretty early here, under 5 minutes to go in the period, and he has shown some talent, going coast to coast, that power play, unable to finish at the end, but, double team there, and then earlier, another great opportunity by him. Morissette is the guy to watch out, in my opinion, if you are the Skippers.
Yeah, Tim, a lot of really good opportunities on the power play and a really good power kill by North Kingston in order not to concede on those power plays that they had. And now a shot deflected in. I couldn't even gather my bearings in time. The shot coming from the 17 of Chuck Van Gordon and deflected in by the 18 of Matt Malagaya.
So Van Gordon, a great shot from that right point. Malagai able to punch it in. And for, the skipper, that initial shot from the opposite end, I think the Westward defender, again, this is what you have to watch out for. Just playing a little bit too up close. That skipper's able to wrap around, weave around, able to get a shot off. He misses, but that goes right across to the other side. And that enables that Malagai punch and goal.
Yeah, Tim, just a miscue there from West Warwick, and some great play by North Kingston. Right place, right time, able to tip it in the back of the net as this one wraps around the ice, and an icing call here. And, we've both had our fair share of good games. It's still 1-0. We could see some fireworks here, especially with about 4 minutes left in the first period.
Yeah, and definitely, right now, with the home crowd here inside the Civic Center, pretty solid rink, low-key tough to set up, but still pretty good nonetheless, Win here, like I said at the beginning of the game, could be a nice turnaround opportunity for a team that needs it badly.
And play resumes now. It's in the neutral zone with the 11 of Holmes. Holmes gets by one, rips one high. Knocked away. That was kept across the blue line by Austin Maxwell. Shot there, deflected in front of the net, and it's in! Johnny Green! And just like that, they've got 2 on the board.
Second goal of the season for Johnny Green, 2 points for him overall. And he's just able to get that one from the far right side. Nothing much to say about that except what a very pretty goal from Green, able to extend this lead 2-0, and back-to-back North Kingston able to, sort of have this like snowball effect maybe, but you gotta stop it right now if you're, the Night Wizards.
No doubt, Tim, and this is a really talented North Kingston team coming down from Division 1. Obviously, they had their woes and struggles there, but they've played really well in this one. Now it's with the 19 of Gately. Gately played it forward looking for the 20 of Brew and couldn't find it at his stick. It's the 26 of Flippin. Now back to Gately. Has the 19. That's Gately, excuse me, the 20 is Brew. Shot from deep goes wide from Reynolds. And now it's back with the 44 of Caden Landy. Landy turns. Puts it around the ice, picked up by the 4 of Coleman. Coleman, a shot goes wide. Across the blue line. That's the 88 of Merritt. Merritt taken down in the neutral zone, and it's cleared. Out of bounds, and it'll be a face-off in the neutral zone.
Yeah, this is a really interesting Division 2 this year. I don't think, it's been a while since we had this many teams. It's usually a little bit pretty balanced, but now you got 13 teams, I believe. North Kingston dropped down. I believe a couple of other teams may have dropped down too. I think EGTG, East Greenwich Tollgate, might have dropped down as well. It's certainly a packed Division 2 this year. Just very interesting to see how this year will play out here.
Yeah, no doubt, Tim. A lot of really talented teams here in the division. A really big Division 2 this year. We've had a lot of moves over the past few years. An attack coming here, knocked off the glove of Lacombe. That could have been detrimental. Played in front of the net, a shot and a goal! An absolute peach coming off the stick of, I believe, the 6 Hunter Hornstein. The freshman forward getting a spectacular goal and an assist coming from the 11 of Devin Holmes.
Yeah, Hornstein and Holmes, great play there. Just what a missile that was. In motion, on the time, on money. Really just a wide open look, and Lacombe just too fast of a puck shot for him. And now they're down 3-0.
That's with Mayette. Now Reynolds has it, will flip it forward, looking for the 12 of Kizzy. Cleared away by the 37 of Andelman. It's picked up in the defensive zone from North Kingston by Coleman. Ben Coleman, pressured by Morissette. Man falls, gets back on his feet, dispossessed and picked back up by Kizzy. It'll be cleared. Behind the net is Jarbeau. has Andelman, who plays it forward, and a big hit on the boards after he lets go of the puck. It's Ronan Gately now. Swings it around to the 26 of Flippin. Flippin looking forward, Andelman there, a stone wall. Flippin, dispossessed by Andelman. Andelman by himself, looking in front of the net for a teammate, nobody there. Back with the aid of Maxwell. Maxwell looking to find the 19 of Gately, can't find him. Back along the boards. And that was with Brian Flippin, the freshman defender. And a fight here in the middle of the ice. That's Andelman from West Warwick, who got on top of the 7 green.
Yeah, and that's Andelman on that sort of late hit. You know, just pushing Johnny Green down. Both of those guys going to the penalty box. 4-on-4 situation here. And now you've got some extra space and extra time here, Jay.
Yeah, Tim, it's not what you want right at the end of this period. Obviously, it's 3-0. That really is just a concentration issue. I mean, you've got to be aware they're trying to draw that aggression out of you, and Andelman falls for it. And now they're both in the box right now, and it's not a game where you're down 3-0. You want to be fighting and getting chippy and aggressive. It's just going to hurt your team even more.
Yeah, that's sort of a lesson a lot of high schoolers can learn. Just keep out the drama, focus on what you got to do. Yeah, and for both these teams, it's winning this game. Yeah, you just gotta have that sort of clear mindset. If you just want to play your best. But unfortunately, like you said, just fell for that bait. Yeah, now you got a 4-on-4.
To be played back behind the net. North Kingston looking to counter here. Coming up the wing, it's the 26 of Flippin, and it's high over the netting and out of bounds. A souvenir for a fan. Looks like it almost hit somebody in the head right there. And it'll be a face-off here on the far circle on that left side.
A good thing didn't hit our camera or any of us, Jay. I always wonder if that would ever happen to us. Nah, it didn't there, but I feel like we had some pretty close calls. I remember back in, I believe it was Lowell, Mass, for like some sort of Peak 4 and Step hockey game, just inches away. I was with Charlie Adams broadcasting there. Certainly a rink there, Jay.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. When I was in high school, it happened. A camera hit one of our photographer's cameras through the little slot on the boards, and as that one ricochets away, and he had to get a new camera. So, it's always interesting to see. He got a good shot, though. Shot there in front of the net, off of the woodwork. And while we were telling that story, some great attacking pressure by North Kingston still. That was the 19 of Gately who shot that one. He's with it again here. Excuse me, that was the 16 of Fahey, and it's an offsides call. It'll be a face-off the neutral zone.
And this is sort of what North Kingstown has been doing throughout most of this period. They've gotten goals, from long distance and whatnot. It's just more about putting them down brutally, making them clog traffic, just having a scrum right up front, just confusing the goalie Lacombe. That's going to be the end of the first.
And that'll bring the end of the period here. Tim, 3-0 your score here in West Warwick. 3 goals from North Kingston. We've got another 15 of hockey coming right away. What did you like so far about that first period, Tim?
That first period, both teams, keeping it a little bit close, but North Kingston, I'm trying to continue my spiel from a little bit earlier. They're doing a pretty good job. They're wearing down the defense in the slot with those close range looks, forcing tons of coverage to come in and cover that. And now with, sort of all this confusion about spacing and whatnot, it's really giving some great opportunities from the outside for North Kingston.
Yeah, some great attacking play by North Kingston. That, like you said, they've done a really good job in the slot, Tim. And the shots, the constant pressure and the shots are really wearing them down. Lacombe is only a freshman in that net, and he's made a couple crucial mistakes today, but he's also made a lot of really good plays. So what do you think that West Warwick needs to do to build off of those good plays from Lacombe and get back into this game?
Yeah, again, it all starts from defense. I mean, Lacombe, he's been doing solid so far with all this pressure, but at the end of the day, it's a freshman. Your first year playing, and you're facing all this, you have to let up at some point. And so for West Warwick, I think it's just about being able to prevent those skipper opportunities to get inside I always emphasize just trying to keep it on the outside, try and get those difficult shots through, tight coverage, but not too tight where you're letting North Kingston just blow right past you for a free shot. And, just getting some takeaways here because right now, for the co-op, nothing really going on offensively. They've had, some spot opportunities, but so far, it's been a light day for the lone goalie, Christian Raffa, so far. .924 save percentage. He's not facing too much here.
Yeah, it's one I talked about this before last time I covered West Warwick. It's a very young team, WWEWG. Only 3 seniors in the entire roster, as already a battle behind the net in the trapezoid. They've got so much potential, so much to grow, and they're only going to improve through the years with this team being so young. That one will be played back behind the trapezoid. A big hit on the boards coming from Ben Coleman. Ben Coleman still fighting for the puck, and the whistle will blow for a cross check. It'll be the man who delivered the 2 big blows, Ben Coleman, making his way to the box.
That's Coleman there with the hit. Yeah, you bring up a great point, Jay. These, Night Wizards, pretty young. So much time to develop. So, this season is just about, getting better as each game goes along. Yeah, just realizing the mistakes you've made, trying to fix them up through practice, through game time. Yeah, just having your seniors lead the way, show them the ropes, lead them along the right path.
Yeah, young team, not a lot of seniors, a couple juniors as well. The youth is what's going to drive them here, and what they're able to learn over the next 4 years could shape this program into something special. Definitely a team to look out for in 3 years' time for a state championship bid. Now coming up the ice, it's the 44 of Landy. Landy will play that one back across the boards into the trapezoid, and Morissette had a bid for it, couldn't get it. It's Hornstein. He'll clear it up the ice. In tow is the 19 of Gately. Gately rips one, goes wide. And excuse me, that was the 13 actually of Imbai. Up to Morissette. Morissette has it. Trying to get past Hornstein. He'll take it himself. Dispossessed. Back across the line to Jarbeau. Jarbeau tries to clear. Hornstein keeps it in front of him. Across the line is Imbai. Imbai shot, glove save from the goaltender there. Lacombe, excuse me. And finally the whistle blows there. And they'll have a face-off here on the near side of this on their defensive zone.
And so this is another 5-on-4 for the co-op here. They've had no goal so far, and it's been trouble just trying to keep it on the attacking zone. North Kingston again, that's their second breakaway opportunity here in this period alone. And overall, it's just the showcasing of a young team such as co-op, just a lot to learn.
Play restarts here, Tim, and already North Kingston putting on some more pressure. That's the 7 of Johnny Green, rips one, no good. Another deep shot there, goes high on the boards from the 15 of Reynolds. Now a counter-attacking opportunity here. Pulled back, Connor Sullivan has to track back to get it. The number 2 of Venditti in tow. Off the boards, keeps it across the blue line, was the 13. No, not even, I'm not sure what number that is, maybe the 37 of Andelman. Yes, it is Andelman. Back across, looking in front for Andelman, couldn't get it out his stick. Back in the neutral zone, it's Jacob A. Andelman passes it over to Jarbeau. Jarbeau swings it across the ice. Up to the 8 of Benelli. Benelli dispossessed as well. Back into the neutral zone, Coppola with it. Loses it as well. And the 4 of Coleman will clear that one down the ice. Power play over. And it'll be Andelman at the back. Tried to get it to a man up front. A shot there from Malagaya goes wide. That's the 21 of O'Shea. O'Shea's shot goes high. Actually, it's Holmes, excuse me. Holmes with another one, no good. In front of the net, can't connect there. Shot and into the hands of Lacombe.
nice shot and crowd there. Good cover up by the co-op, but when you got a guy like Devin Holmes, he's just able to find the soft spots and to just be able to, squeeze right through and get some good looks there. That's some pretty hockey right there, Jay.
Yeah, Holmes is a spectacular defender, but when he comes on the attack, he's lethal as well. The face-off there, won by the 44 of Landy. It was not able to do anything with it, couldn't clear it, and in front of the net, the 16 of Campbell Fay, he had an opportunity. Instead, he tabletops the number 1 of Lacombe in the net, and he goes down hard onto his knees.
Yeah, and you can see Lacombe for a second there had his helmet off. They're just looking a little bit gassed out. We're hoping the best for him. The other guy, Jordan Harris, the backer, just in case, didn't really see him in warm-up, so it's going to be interesting how they handle it. I wonder if, hopefully Lacombe stays in the game, but looks like he's all right here.
Yeah, it looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him, Tim, and it was a great play. Just at the end of the day, they couldn't convert North Kingston, and a great effort by Lacombe to prevent that.
Morris second to take the face off now.
Face off won by the Skippers. A shot there from the 17 goes wide. Passed it back in front of the net and cleared. It's Gately. Gately can't finish. Back to Gately now. Wants it himself. It goes wide. Back with the 20 of Brew. Shot there goes high and way over Charlie Van Gordon. And another souvenir for whoever can get to that puck first.
Almost hit the Canadian flag there.
This is the only game, Tim, where I've really seen pucks fly like that over the netting. Not a lot of pucks go that high.
No, not really. Yeah, you'd think with this net it'd be enough to trap the pucks, but these are some pretty high pucks going up.
Shot goes wide, and on the counter is West Warwick EWG. A shot there from the 17 of Powell goes right into the glove of Mathis.
Yeah, and I have to say back in Lowell, Mass, I don't think he had any netting at all at the end, so if he shot high, then that's another puck.
Yeah, really, some really high shots there.
Yeah,
and there'll be a face-off in the attacking zone of the Night Wizards. Loses control of the puck. That's Andelman again. Andelman pops away out of his stick, and having to track back is the 17 of Powell. Powell taken down and in front of the net was the 13 of Mbai. He couldn't convert. A great opportunity for him that couldn't be finished. And I believe they'll call that a penalty on the 6 of Hornstein. And another penalty here in favor of the Night Wizards.
Another prime opportunity. If you've had 3 other power plays, 4th time's the charm, maybe.
Yeah, they've got to think they'll take advantage of it eventually. I mean, this is the 3rd one they've had, and they still haven't got anything going with it. North Kingston power kill has been really good today. That's Lacombe coming out of the net, takes it himself. Now it's handed off to a teammate, and that was the 17 of Powell that's reared back all the way to the back trapezoid, picked up by Jarbeau. Jarbeau takes it by himself. Waves off Morissette. Now finds Morissette. In front of the net, it's 3 men there. It's Anderson. Anderson can't get a shot going. He finds it again. Back to Jarbeau. Jarbeau keeps it over the blue line. Jarbeau rips one off of the ankle of Coleman. Big hit in front of the net. Now it's with Benelli. Benelli plays it in the middle, and it's cleared. And that is Lacombe to hold it behind the net, gives it to Jarbeau. Jarbeau tends to set up the offense. What will he do? Was looking for the 88 of Merritt, couldn't find him. Plays it up for the 7 of Green. Johnny Green pressing Jarboe. And picked up by Maxwell. Maxwell dekes left. Maxwell sets up, can't shoot. Andelman plays it forward to Morissette. An important part of this attack, and an offsides. Andelman over too soon.
And this, by the Skippers is a very good PK so far, able to break away and able to block up these shots. That's just the showcases of a very good team. You're able to prevent these power play scores, and you're able to prevent these offenses from functioning.
Swings that one across there, and it's in the middle center ice. It's Coppola. Coppola dispossessed, taken down, and a shot goes behind the net. Mathis doesn't know where it is. Played in front of the net. Mathis loses it again. A shot, a scrum, and goes wide right. Coppola couldn't finish again. And the official, as there's 12 seconds on the power play, the official will blow the whistle for a stoppage. And I'm not sure what that was, but we do have a face-off here in the defensive zone of the Skippers. Clears it, can't find a man. Then the 20 of Filtro keeps it up here. Shot there from Landy, no good. Putting his body on the line is Zach Brew. It's Bonelli. Bonelli, shot goes high and wide as well. Plays it back behind the net. Will ream it up to Devin Holmes. Holmes can't convert. Shot as well, goes wide, deflected wide from the stick of Ronan Gately. Gately has it again. Gately shot off the woodwork and in the back of the net. Ronan Gately finds pay dirt.
And that is that pressure again. The first shot doesn't go in. Second shot, Gately rifles one in. And that's just another case of wearing down the goalie, wearing down the defense. And it's going to be another goal. That's 4-0 now. And the first goal of the second period for the Skippers. Just a really awesome play by them.
It's frozen.
Puck is trapped at the corner.
Sorry about that, everybody. Some technical difficulties revolving around our scoreboard. And didn't miss much. Nothing happened since that goal. It was played around the back a little bit, and we're back here right in front of the net. It's the 6 of Anderson taking this face off for the Night Wizards. Played around from the 20 of Filtro. Picked up by the 6 of Hornstein, and he'll take this one into the neutral zone. Wants it himself and dispossessed in the back end. A big hit along the boards on Cam Morissette. Trying to clear it, cannot. It's with Sullivan. Dispossessed as well, it's Anderson now. Can't find a man, it's picked up by Hornstein. Hornstein loses it over the blue line, now back to Anderson. Anderson shot deflected away out of the back of the bench, and a face-off here for in the neutral zone, for both of these teams. It's on the far left circle, closer to the North Kingston defensive zone. Face-off is won by the 24. slid across. That was Coppola who won that faceoff. Now it's Gately. He's already got one today. Gately swings it in front of the net, can't finish. Tipped away and tried to keep it over the blue line. Was the 17 of Van Gordon. They'll say he does. Shot there, goes wide from Green. Behind the net. Looking for a man in front. Shot scores! Gately's got another.
Man, with so much finesse, Ronan Gately finds an open space again. Right dab in the middle of the slot. And he just cleanly slings that one in. You can't get a better play than that. You know, West Warwick, they're not playing up. And this is another wide open look. And, you know, it was kind of tough in the first period. Now the second period, you're breaking down again. You really need to switch something up, you know, if you're the co-ops.
And during that play, a stick went flying. It's in the neutral zone now. And here comes the big number 8 of Austin Maxwell. Whistle blows. And a stick went flying over on that far side, on the close side in the North Kingston's defensive zone. And it'll be an offsides call here. It'll be Gately, who's already got 2 today, taking the face-off for the Skippers. And the 6 of Hayden Anderson, the center for the Night Wizards.
And that is his 4th goal of the season. He's doubled his goal count today. He's up to 7 points now total.
Picked up in the back by the 26 of Flippin. Kept over the the blue line, is Caden Landy. There's no green lines here, that's for sure. In the neutral zone, picked up Landy again. Landy still fighting, loses it. Green and Maxwell. Maxwell rips one, knocked away. Flippin. Still with Flippin. Flippin into the penalty box. Gately looking for another. Can't find the back either. Shot goes wide from Maxwell. In front of the net, a shot deflected away again. That was Fahey. Green. In front of the net has Campbell Fahey behind it. Back to Johnny Green. Back to Fahey. Fahey looking in front of the net. No one there. Fahey can't shoot. Green rips another one. No good. Still with the Skippers. Gately with it. Dispossessed behind the net. It's Landy. Back to Gately. Gately in front of the net. Had Fahey. Couldn't convert. Shot goes wide. That was from Coleman. Gately still has it. Swings it across. And finally, the pressure relieved. It's coming down the ice is Powell. Big hit by Powell. Powell falls. Coleman wants it himself in the neutral zone. Coleman still going, gets by one and stopped by Anderson. Cleared up front, has Merritt. Merritt cannot convert there. It's Mbai. Stephen Mbai. Shot no good, in and out of the hands of Lacombe. Mbai still has it. Big hit along the boards. That was from Reynolds. Back into the neutral zone. Reynolds falls, picked up by Fahey. Fahey still keeping it at his stick. Brew calling for it. Gets it to Brew in the neutral zone. Brew dekes inside without the puck. And it's in the corner. Big hit onto Brew. Brew falls. And a little bit of a shove from Brew there as this one goes back. Picked up by Mbai. Mbai to Holmes. No, never mind, behind the net. Coming from Reynolds. Up into the middle. It's with the 5 of Jarbeau. Now back to Holmes. Shoots it forward and all the way back behind the net off of the shot from the 24 of Coppola. It's a 1-on-0. Zach Brew. Can't keep it with him, and the defense comes to aid the goaltender Lacombe. Plays it in front of the net. Brew couldn't get a good stick on it. By himself, in front of the net, rips one, and in front of the goal, Lacombe pushes it away from the 12 of Cole Kizzy. O'Shea finds his way back to the 17 of Van Gordon. Van Gordon rips one, no good. O'Shea plays it in front of the net, no good. Holmes keeps it over the blue line. Gets it to Gately, couldn't find him on the way he wanted it. That's with Van Gordon. Van Gordon wraps it around. Has Malagaya. Malagaya's got one today. That's with Kizzy. Kizzy plays it in front of the face, no good. And this will go back behind Mathis, picked up by Van Gordon. Chuck Van Gordon turns. Kizzy coming to help, runs into Van Gordon. Kizzy knocked down. Tried to get past in the neutral zone, was the 10 of Mayette. Shot deflected away by Mathis. And a big hit along the boards. And some good sportsmanship by Anderson to help up the man who was knocked down. That's the 11 of Devin Holmes. It will be Hayden Anderson making his way to the sin bin. 2 minutes in the box, a minute 39 left to go in the period.
Yeah, now Anderson in the box, and this is going to be their second penalty of the game. A minute 39 to go in the second. You know, it's not looking good. You really have to try and avoid, you know, all these mishaps. And, you know, right here, you know, this is a good opportunity to try and just stretch out, I can't even explain it. Just try and get some new strategies in, I guess, Jay.
No doubt, Tim. They need to re-strategize here. This power play, unless a goal is scored by North Kingston, will go all the way into next period. Shot there, no good. There'll be about 30 seconds left in the third once the ice is cleared. That's played forward. I thought it was going to Holmes. Instead, it's in front of the net with the 6 of Hornstein. Back to the 17 of Van Gordon. Back to Hornstein now. Hornstein rips it, and it's in the back of the net. And another goal for this Skippers team. The power play now voided. It'll be a 5-on-5 for the rest of this period.
Hornstein again wide open. You know, when you're in a situation like the co-op, it's kind of tough, you know, spacing out of it, trying to have each man accounted for. Hornstein, after the pass, breaks away from everyone else. He's the only man alone at that left lane. And the guy before him has that easy pass. Hornstein glides on in, takes his time, and is able to put one cleanly through the net.
This one swung across to the 15 of Reynolds. Played forward, now it's in the neutral zone. Back to Coleman. Coleman to Reynolds. Reynolds up to Kizzy. And was looking for maybe Mayette in the middle. Instead it goes back around the boards. Andelman. Can't clear. Now he does. It's up to the 7 of Jarbeau. Chase Jarbeau rips one. And the sure hands of Mathis stop the clock again with 32 to go in the period.
Yeah, this is a good save here by the goalie, Mathis. Not really too many opportunities there, but you know this, you know, not having too many opportunities. This carries on. This carries on to the third period too. You don't have the goalie, you know, facing too much. That's either a blessing or a curse, depending on the point of view. They got extra energy to save those crucial shots in the third, or maybe you're just a little bit unprepared entering into that third period.
Offsides was the call there. Mayette bringing it forward, and it was Cole Kizzy over the line too soon. This will be a neutral zone face-off here. It's the 24 of Coppola and the 10 of Mayette taking the face-off here. In the neutral zone, it's the 8, Benelli. Benelli plays it behind the net. Easy cleanup for Ben Coleman. Coleman up to the 21. That was O'Shea. O'Shea in the neutral zone tried to find a man. It's Andelman instead. Andelman rips one behind the net. O'Shea. And the time will expire here. And a great sequence of events unfortunately ends with no goals for West Warwick EWG and 6 for the Skippers. Now, before we go into a break, just wanted to remind everybody this game is brought to you by Iron and Steel Threads. Iron and Steel Threads is on a mission to bring the game to more people and communities across the nation. We create products that help share our love for hockey, and we donate a portion of every sale to making youth hockey more accessible to more families. Go to ironsteelthreads.com and use the coupon code FOSports10. That's all caps FOSPORTZ10 to get 10% off of your purchase. Find them on Instagram at Iron Steel Threads. That's IRONSTEELTHREADS. Jay Costa, Tim Yeen here. We'll be back after this ice clears. Welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Division II matchup between North Kingston and the WWEWG co-op kicks off its third period here. I guess drops its third period here would be the proper term. 6-0 your score. North Kingston leads West Warwick EWG. Now, you know, the main question to ask is, does West Warwick have a comeback in them with only 15 minutes left, Tim?
I mean, never say never, but, you know, they had attempted to come back in their last game. That was versus Naraho back at Boss Arena. At URI, they were down 9-3, but, you know, they're down 6 here. And they had Ciaran Anderson goals, but it's going to be very tough, Jay, to be completely honest. You know, especially with this young of a team. You know, you're facing situations like these. You're still trying to, trying to get a grasp of the game. It's sort of, you know, just learning on the fly here for all these West Warwick guys and EWG guys.
We'll definitely have to see, Tim, as that one almost goes in the back of the net. It's in the neutral zone now with Ben Coleman. Up to the 15 of Jonah Reynolds. Reynolds plays it looking for the 19. That's Ronan Gately. Gately with it. In front of the net, an opportunity here. Shot from Faye. Goes high. It's with Brew. Brew to Gately. Gately has it. Gately in front of the net. Rips one. No good. That was from Brew. Reynolds plays it forward. Has Gately again. In the neutral zone. It was Reynolds who pushes it forwards. Now it's picked up. Jake Andelman. Andelman up to Bonelli. Bonelli shoots it. It'll be a clearance there and picked up from the stick of the 11 of Holmes, and the whistle will blow, I believe, for an icing.
Yeah, this is another hard pill to swallow right now if you're the co-op. Again, never say never, but, you know, it's just been that type of season where, you know, it's just more learning and growing and rebuilding and developing rather than this is a win-now situation for this type of team.
Pressuring there was the 17 of Chuck Van Gordon. Back to the blue line, knocked forward. It's the 6 of Hornstein. Shot, hit up, and another save by Lacombe. Coming the other way, it's the 88 of Merritt. Stopped by and by. Holmes looking for options. He'll take it himself instead. Holmes trying to initiate some offense here. And a deke through the middle, played down the ice. It's with the 6 of Hornstein. Off the wall with the 17 of Van Gordon. Still with Van Gordon. Now with Mbai. Mbai still going, gets by one. It's a 2-on-1. Going to the neutral zone, it's Mbai. Mbai takes it himself, goes wide. Holmes plays it around the back. It'll get to Mbai. Mbai in front of the net. Looking for the 10 of Mayette. Connor Mayette couldn't convert. Still with Mayette on his stick. Played back, and Mbai couldn't keep it over the line. Now in the neutral zone, it's Devin Holmes. Holmes initiating the offense again. Still with him. Spins in front of the net. Drops it off and pushed away. That was pushed by Schulte, who kept it up in front of the goal there. Knocked out around the blue line. Picked up by Green. Johnny Green. Shot and nothing there as it's picked up into the glove of Lacombe. And another really good shot, a really good defensive effort by Maddox Schulte, able to clear it off of, and then able to clear it away, just couldn't get it past the blue line, and then a good defensive effort there in the zone, and a great job by Lacombe to hold that one. Shot there, caresses past the 15 of Reynolds and couldn't convert. Shot and another goal there. Wow, I missed that one. And I believe that is the 19 once again of Ronan Gately.
Hat trick for Gately, and I kind of don't blame you. It's kind of confusing there. It looked like it went in maybe off the pipe, but it looks like the refs called it a goal. Snuck right by through the 5 hole of Lacombe. And this is another case of so many opportunities present for the skipper so far, and they're creating it. They're confusing this co-op team, their defense, by, skating around, by crowding, by, doing everything they can to taking advantage. And they are putting in the work.
Yeah, Tim, right through the 5-hole there. Not much Lacombe could do about that one. In my blind spot, it's played around the back. Now on the stick of the 14 of Sullivan. Sullivan still has it, will clear it. Pushed away by Lacombe. Andelman has it. Still with it. He'll initiate some offense. Here comes Andelman, a 3-on-2. Andelman in front of the net, tries to pass it away off the woodwork. Big hit on the boards. With the 6 now. Played in front of the net. Hayden Anderson made a great pass and they couldn't convert in the end. Lacombe lets it go for an icing.
Yeah, and, for the Night Wizards here, at this point in the game, you're down 7-0. You gotta try something new here. If you at least want to get some goals in, we saw in the third period of the game versus Naraho, they were able to punch in some shots late. Got a comeback, but, it's those types of momentum swingers there that you're able to learn what works, what doesn't work, and what you guys can do to use it in the next go-around.
Face-off. The face-off was won by North Kingston. We're back here behind the net with North Kingston still trying to get it out of their defensive zone. Back behind the net with the 20. That's the 20 of Philitro. Gately looking for another. Swings it back to the blue line. It's Coleman. Coleman rips one, parried wide. With Reynolds now. Reynolds looking for some options. Over to the 16 of Campbell Fahey. And looking in front of the net, couldn't do anything with it there. It's all the way back, picked up by the 4 of Coleman. Coleman plays it across, has Brew. Brew, who called for it, will let one rip, can't convert. Brew again, dekes inside, had an opportunity and it slides past the goal. It's the 14, can't get the shot off. Big hit by Brew. Still in the neutral zone, pushes it to Merritt up to Anderson. Anderson plays in the middle, shot there from Jarbeau, goes wide. Back behind the net, has Anderson. Anderson tips it up, no good. That's back with the 14. It's Sullivan. Now lost in the defensive zone. Played forward, it's the 16. And excuse us, we do have a little bit of technical difficulty here. Be behind the net with the 5. And a big hit along the boards as it's cleared into the neutral zone. Picked up by West Warwick EWG. And behind the net it goes, wraps around. Excuse us, we are back now after some technical difficulty. In front of the net is Sullivan, no good. With the 17, Van Gordon loses it. It's played up front. A wide open opportunity squandered. Luca Venditti couldn't convert. In front of the net, no one there. Morissette now has it along the boards, and dispossesses him. Back to Morissette though. Morissette falls. Has some options. Pressured by 2 defenders. Has Powell. Powell. Shot goes wide. Opportunity in front of the net, and Venditti couldn't convert. And a great opportunity by Luca Venditti, and he just couldn't find the back of the net. Camera seems to be frozen once again. And a shot and a goal. While we're trying to fix our issues, it's the same guy again, Luca Venditti, who's able to put it into the back of the net for West Warwick EWG. They finally have one on the board, and it's from their star-studded freshman forward. And some great play by him, and just like that, a little bit of life for this West Warwick team.
So just to describe a little bit more, a little bit of a scrum near the goalie crease. Venditti able to find the puck and punch it right in for the point-blank look. And this is what you're trying to see. Just close up near the crease, find opportunities up front in personal, at center, at the middle. And just like that, they're able to get their first goal in what was a highlight play for Venditti.
It's Holmes with it. Plays it in front of the net, looking for Johnny Green. Green had an opportunity to find O'Shea. Instead he'll play it back to Flippin. Flippin rips it high and wide. Holmes. Off the boards, knocked down by Morissette. Still in the zone across the blue line. Green gets by 2, gets by 3. Flippin shoots, and it's deflected away by Lacombe. Morissette takes the man down. And some fighting behind the net as Morissette dealt a heavy blow. And a little bit of skirmish, some North Kingston skippers talking to the official. And it seems as if they were still talking behind the net as the lines will switch. What an effort by Lacombe, though, to parry that shot away from a great attempt from that North Kingston team and a great move by Fahey.
Yeah, again, this is great from Lacombe. Love how he's playing so far this third period. And, he's been facing an onslaught all game. It's not really too much of his fault, just facing a bad hand here. But he's, when he can, he's doing a great job at covering things up and being able to find the puck and make some stops.
It's back to Brew. Brew dispossessed, picked up by Anderson. Played forward, the first one back is Coleman, it's an icing instead.
And 6:21 to go, You got a pretty good game versus Cranston for the Wizard Knights tomorrow for the back-to-back if that one's closed down. And you face, and for the Skippers here, your next opponent against one of the top teams in D2 last year, Pontiac, off to a little bit of a rough start, did pretty good in that Burrowville Bronco Invitational back a couple of days after Christmas.
Yeah, Tim, Pontiac, it's a really talented squad. They've had their ups and downs this year, but they're a really good team. They got to be careful going into that matchup next week. And here we see behind the net is Coleman once again. Really has been a savior for this team on defense. Landy with it, gives it back to Brew. Brew comes up the ice. Brew gets by 1, can't get by a second. Brew still fighting, has it. Coleman behind the net, dispossessed. It's a 2-on-1. Here comes Caden Landy. Landy, shot deflected away by Mathis. Powell with it. No good. Back with Campbell Fahey. Reynolds gets it by the 44 of Landy, but can't find a man. Instead, it's back behind the net with Logan Jarbeau. Brew falls. In front of the net, shot goes wide. And this one will careen all the way back across the boards. Cleared away by Reynolds. Jonah Reynolds able to find a teammate. It's Green. Shot from Morissette goes wide. And he'll play around the back of the net into Hunter Hornstein's stick. Hornstein plays it forward. Thought he had a man, instead Merritt gets it. Now it's knocked over to Mbai. Mbai will take this himself. Mbai still has it behind the net, Stephen Mbai. Eventually gets rid of it. A shot there, deflected wide. Van Gordon with a great shot there. Back to Van Gordon now from the blue line. Rips one, goes deflected wide. With the 6, back to Van Gordon. Chuck Van Gordon keeps it over, then loses it. Swings it across. It's with the 6 of Anderson. Played it forward, no good. Now with Connor. And played forward, and by diving for it, can't get it. And a great effort by him. But in front of the net, Green shoots and high and into the netting.
Definitely liking this, sort of improved play from the Wizard Knights thus far. It's playing a little bit more spaced out. There's, with that, there's guys there in each sector of the attacking third or defensive third for the co-op that, you're able to make a play, even if it's a one-hand poke away. You're able to make those quick stops to stop that offensive momentum, stop that, offensive pressure that North Kingston has done really well so far at doing against this defense, and really love seeing that improvement overall.
Big hit along the boards, and a shot goes wide. Pushed away, and it's with the 11 of Devin Holmes. Pushed forward, a big hit on the boards again from Landy. Green, shot goes wide. Maxwell rips 1-2, no good. Pushed forward and nothing there from the 12 of Kizzy. Big hit on the boards from Maxwell. And the official blew it dead. And after some discussions with the officials, I think we'll have a man in the box here for 2. And that is correct. It will be the number 8, Austin Maxwell, making his way into the box. A 7-1 score and a power play here. Be a timeout called by West Warwick EWG. And Tim, what do you think about the game so far, this third period, and how both teams have been playing?
Well, for North Kingstown, you've played very well the first 2 periods. That kind of allows you to take a breather, step back. And for West Warwick, Exeter West Greenwich, it really is some time right now to test things out, figure out what you're good at, figure out what you're not good at. And, I think here we're seeing a little bit of improvements overall there, preventing really well. And, of course, the Skippers don't need to score much anymore, but, if you're the Wizard Knights, right, this is an opportunity to once again test things out, play smart, play well. The pressure's not up against your faces. It's not a tight game. Just do what you can at this point.
Yeah, Tim, I agree. This is only 3 minutes to go. Our clock, we had a little bit of issues, so it's a little bit behind. A lot of it behind. But
only 12 minutes.
Yeah, it's we got 3:20 to go. And 7-1 your score, as you guys can see on the scoreboard. And it's been a fire-filled one for North Kingston, at least, as that one cleared away. This could be a great time for West Warwick EWG to see what they have in some of these younger guys. They're still playing a lot of their older players, obviously Morissette and Andelman on the ice, who are big contributors for this team. And another big hit on Morissette from Coleman. It's just it's been a game, you could say, as it gets back to Andelman on the blue line. Now with Powell. Powell gets it to Morissette. Morissette shoots one, no good. Turns around in front of the net. Andelman shoots, no good as well. Just under 2.5 minutes to go here. In front of the net, shot, scores, it's Morissette. And just like that, Morissette brings it back, another one.
Yeah, and we've been kind of waiting for Morissette all day to get that goal. It's during the power plays where he's been potent. He's able to skate right through, skate by. This here, a little bit more of, of inside opportunity. But for Morissette, that's going to be goal number 5 on the year. And overall, one of the leading players of this squad. A good goal to potentially end things out here. Good power play goal, their first of the game after having so many opportunities.
You know, Tim, that really is the kind of plays that they should have been putting in all game. If they had been playing like that since the first period, this could very well be 7-7 or something close to that. And here we go once again. Faceoff was won by the Skippers. Coming over the zone, it's with the 19 of Gately. Shot in front of the net, and it's brought back another one. You can score, I'll score one too, says the number 20 of Zach Brew. Yeah. And they won't even go to the bench. They'll just get right back into it here.
Yeah, and talking about those offensive plays, you know, you can't really have that set up without, you know, having good defense. You know, if you're able to stop the Skippers on defense, which you haven't been able to most tonight, you know, you're able to get those opportunities where, you know, you're able to flow on offense. But so far, it's defensively that's been the focal point that they really have to find ways to try and get better.
The shot placed really high there and eventually lands at the stick of Stephen Mbai. Has an opportunity, dispossessed in the middle was the 18 of Malagaya. Mbai knocks a man down, slides it on the boards, and a big hit from Mbai on Landy. Keeps it over the blue line is Holmes. Excuse me, that's Van Gordon. Still with Van Gordon. In the middle, deflected away, back with Van Gordon again. In front of the net, looking for Mbai, couldn't find him. A 1-on-2. It's the 8 of Benelli. Benelli wanting to do it himself, cannot. Picked up behind the net is Malagaya. Merritt has a man deep, can't connect. Hornstein. Landy keeps it over the line, he'll clear it. Devin Holmes drops back to pick it up, under a minute to go here. Holmes up the ice, has a man on the far side. Shot no good from the 8 of Maxwell. Coming the other way is the 24, it's Coppola. Coppola can't convert. Malagaya clears, has Green. Green can't get it, Green keeps it. Green a 2-on-2. Green rips one off of the iron. Coleman, just under 30 seconds to go. Cleared it away through the neutral zone, and a delayed penalty here with 20.3 left on the board.
Ooh, another skipper in the box. That's going to be a game changer here. 20 seconds to go, Jay.
Yeah, you know, not much time, and Johnny Green finds himself off the ice in some less than crucial time for the Skippers. Up by 6, and they'll be playing a man down for the rest of this one, barring a less than 20-second goal if the Wizard Knights can score it here. And in the face-off, it'll be the 6 of Anderson for the Wizard Knights. And he's not able to win it. Instead, it's won by Maxwell. Cleared all the way down, and no icing here. 10 to go. Trying to get up the ice with 7. And that will do it here at Benny Majira. 2-1, and it's done. 8-2 your score here at Benny Majira. Number 3, North Kingston knocks off number 13, West Warwick EWG. It's been a great game here, Tim. A lot of fireworks, especially from North Kingston, and some good connecting play. Let's not forget about West Warwick EWG. Some great plays toward the end there. Picked up 2 goals in the third period. A great job by their senior Morissette. I believe is senior. Yes, senior Cam Morissette. Always knows where to be. Right place, right time. Slots it in the back of the net to bring it back up to 8-2. Just wasn't their night tonight, though, and they really could have had it, just couldn't connect when it mattered most.
Yes, certainly, but like you said, some really good plays there to see what you're able to do. Morris had some good plays. The skipper is really nice heading into the actual weekend, a Saturday matchup against Ponagansett. And for the Wizard Knights, a very solid matchup against one of the other bottom teams in Division II, the Cranston Co-op, with a bunch of other schools. Yeah, this, at least this forward momentum you could bring in to the Cranston West Memorial Rink on Saturday. And overall, you can't really be mad. It's a top team versus a bottom team. I don't want to say it, but it's kind of what was expected. But overall, this is a great game for North Kingston, for the co-op. You've had some good plays here and there, but obviously some things you need to iron out.
Yeah, and just while we're looking at the ice right now, we've got a couple guys talking at center ice. Mbai and Morris said, that's just class right there. Even after a game, and a lot of the fire and aggressiveness, and even a picture there from the 15 of Reynolds, and I believe that is Morissette as well. No, it's not. But, a lot of love shown between these two teams. Even after the aggressive game and the penalties and the jawing, they, even with the score deficit so high, that's just the class and respect between these two sides. So a great game from some really well-fought kids and a really well-fought battle. So overall, well-played hockey from both sides, Tim.
Certainly. Love to see that class. And for EJ, you've had a fantastic call. Very glad to work with you. I know you're heading back to Seton Hall,
Yeah, Tim, heading back to school. This is my final game of the season for Fans Only Sports Hockey. I'll be tuning in, though, for a lot of games, and you're going to be calling a lot of great games the rest of the season since you're here. You, Tim Duffy, all the rest of the guys, Jorge, Andrew, Daniel. You guys have a lot more great games on the report. And, that's it for me for winter 2025 in Rhode Island. Jay Costa, Tim Yeen. One last ride here on Fans Only Sports Network. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.